Hi children, hope you are fine and safe. We are back again and we have already completed the chapter Arithmetic Progression and it's included for your pre-midterm examination. Clear? I think you all are thorough with the chapter. I'll just keep a Zoom meeting where we can just revise what we have studied. And today I'm going to begin a new chapter. So we have already studied in 9th standard linear equations in two variables, and today I'm going to begin the new chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables. Pair of linear equations in two variables. We have already studied linear equations in two variables. I think you all remember linear equations in two variables. We have already studied in 9th standard. Just we will revise what we have studied in 9th standard. Okay. So what we have studied in linear equations in two variables in 9th standard? We have studied its general form, isn't it? So what was the general form of linear equations in two variables? Its general form was ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This was the general form of linear equations in two variables. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. From the name itself, linear equations in two variables. When we studied the chapter 9th standard, I told you that there we will have two variables. And along with this general condition, along with this general form, there was a condition. What was our condition? A and b are not both 0. So a and b are not both 0 is also denoted as a square plus b square not equal to 0. So a square plus b square not equal to 0 means a and b are not both 0. Clear? So this was the general form of linear equations in two variables. We have already studied in 9th standard. So clear? And what else we have studied in 9th standard? We have studied its general form. Also we have studied the solutions of linear equations in two variables. How was the solution of linear equations in two variables? How was it? Its form was like ordered pair xy. Solution of this linear equation in two variables will be of the form ordered pair xy. That is, x will have a value and y will have a value. And also we have studied in 9th standard, when we take a linear equation in two variables, it will have infinite number of solutions. We have already studied, isn't it? And also we have studied how to find the solutions of linear equations in two variables. How do we find the solutions there? How we have found? We will just take an example. Suppose an example for linear equation in two variables. If I take it as 2x plus 3y is equal to some 4. It's an example for linear equation in two variables. Here solution of this linear equation in two variables means it is some value that is ordered pair xy where LHS becomes equal to RHS. And how do we find the solutions? We will simply give a value for x. That is, we will take that x is equal to 0. And we will find the corresponding value for y. So when we give x as 0, this part becomes 0. We will get 3y is equal to 4. y is equal to 4 by 3. So we can say that y is equal to 4 by 3 and x is equal to 0. That is ordered pair 4 by 0, 4 by 3 is the solution of this linear equation. This is how we found the solution of linear equation. All this we have studied in 9th standard. Isn't it? We have found more than one solution. We were having question, find 4 or 5 solutions of linear equations in 2 variables. All those we have studied. We have know how to find it. We will simply give some values for x and we will get the corresponding value of y. Such a way we will get a solution of this linear equation. The same way we can give value for y. You take y as 0. When you take y as 0, you get 2x is equal to 4. Which means x is equal to 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. So we can say z2, 0 is a solution of this linear equation. Always we will write x coordinate first, then now y. Clear? So all this we have studied in 9th standard, finding the solutions. Then we know a linear equation like this way, how many solutions we can find for a linear equation in 2 variables. We can find infinite number of solutions for a linear equation in 2 variables. We have seen it, isn't it? And this was a geometrical way. That is how we represent it geometrically. General form of linear equation, algebraically. General form of linear equations in 2 variables. We can represent it algebraically as ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now, what was its geometrical representation? How did we represent a linear equations in 2 variables geometrically? How? How we have represented? So, algebraically we represent linear equation as ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And geometrically, here we have to say the condition. A and B are not both 0. A and B are not both 0 is denoted as a square plus b square not equal to 0. Now I told geometrically how can we represent it. So we have studied linear equations in 2 variables is geometrically represented by a line. Isn't it? We have studied last time how we do it graphically. We will find the solutions of linear equations in 2 variables. Then we will plot in the xy plane, that is in the graph paper, and we will join the points using a line. So linear equations in 2 variables, its geometrical representation is a line. And also we have studied geometrically to say about the solutions of linear equations in 2 variables. How it was? Geometrically, you can say that every point on this line is a solution of the linear equation representing it. Clear? And if you find a solution of linear equations 2 variables, it will be a point on the line. Clear? Now if I take an example, simple example, I will take x plus y equal to 3. Is it clear? Now, if I take the value as x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 3, I substitute here 0 plus 3 is equal to 3, I get 3 is equal to 3, which means LHS equal to RHS. So what I can say? 0, 3 is a solution I can say. Clear? Now if I take simply another point as some 2, 4 and I substitute here. What I get here? 2 plus 4, that is equal to 6, not equal to 3. Which means that when I give the value x as 2 and y as 4, I don't get LHS equal to RHS. What does it mean? 2, 4 is not a solution of this linear equation. How can we say it geometrically? When you take the point 0, 3, it will lie on the line representing the linear equation x plus y is equal to 3. But when you take this point 2, 4, this point will not lie on the line representing linear equation x plus y is equal to 3. how we studied geometrically. That is the meaning of the solution of a linear equations in two variables geometrically. Clear? This all those we have studied in 9th standard. Okay. So we have studied its general form. It is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a square plus b square not equal to 0. That is a and b are not both 0. It's denoted like this. And also we study how to find the solutions of linear equations in two variables. And also we have studied how the geometrical representation of linear equations in two variables. It is a line. Every point on the line is a solution, and the converse also is true. That is, if you take a point, it will, if it is a solution, it will lie on the line of the graph representing the linear equation. Clear? All this we have studied last time. This year, we are going to study about pair of linear equations in two variables. We are familiar with linear equations in two variables, but we are having to study pair of linear equations in two variables. Pair means we know how many linear equations will be there. There will be two linear equations. Clear? And we will come to the topic with an example. Suppose there are two students in our class. Any two students. We will simply name it as what? Student 1 and student 2. They both are going to a shop and they want to buy some notebooks and pen for them. Clear? So student 1 says he want to buy notebooks. They both are buying the same notebooks, okay? He wants to buy 3 notebooks. And he also want to buy pens, 2 pens. And student 2 is also buying the same notebooks bought by student 1. So he is buying notebooks 4 and pen. He buys only 1 pen. Clear? The shopkeeper says to student 1, he has to pay a rupees of 80. And the shopkeeper says to student 2, he has to pay a rupees of 90. Clear? So like this way, two conditions are given here, and we are going to form a linear equations in two variables. We don't know the cost of notebook and pen, but we know the total cost is equal to 80. They both are buying the same notebooks of same cost and same pen of the same cost. Clear? So since they both are buying, from here we are going to form a linear equations in two variables. So using the first condition, or not using the first condition, student 1 condition, I can form a linear equation in two variable. And student 2 condition, I can form a linear equation in two variable. How can we form the linear equations in two variable? What we have to take it as the variable here. Here it's already given to us. Student 1 is paying how much rupees? 80 rupees. And how many notebooks he is buying? 3 notebooks. So what will take it as a variables here to get a linear equation two variable? We will take the cost of each notebook and cost of each pen as what? X and Y. So how we are taking that? X be the cost of, then only we will get a linear equation, is it? That is unknown to us. If you know the cost of one notebook, we can relate here and say the total cost is 80. So let X be the cost of one notebook, Y be the cost of one pen. So using that, how can we form a linear equation? How many notebooks he bought? 3 notebooks. So what will be the cost of the notebooks together? 3 into cost of 1, that is 3 into x. So 3x will be the total cost of the notebook. Clear? He is buying 3 notebooks. Cost of each notebook is x. So total cost is equal to 3x. Clear? And what will be the cost of pen there? Total cost, it is 2y. Number of pen is 2. Cost of one pen is y. We have studied in lower classes. So total cost is 2y. But he is paying how much rupees? 80 rupees. So 3x plus 2y equal to 80. Like this way we are forming a linear equation. That is students one linear equation is in this way. This is the one. This is a linear equation formed. Clear? Now student 2. The same way we can form a linear equation for student 2. But keep in mind they both are buying the same notebook. That is why we can take the cost of one notebook as x here. If they are not buying the same notebooks, we cannot take the cost of one notebook as x for both the condition. Clear? So here 4 notebooks is buying. So total cost will be 4x. Same x we can use because they both are buying the same notebooks. And next pen, same model pen they are paying by. So it is 4x plus only one pen. So simply 1 into y, that is y. That is equal to the total cost, that is 90. So we got 2 linear equations from here. That is, one of the linear equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 80 and here 4x plus y is equal to 80. Sorry, 4x plus y is equal to 90. So like this way we can form the pair of linear equations. That's what we are going to study. Pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So keep in mind when you study pair of linear equations or meaning of pair of linear equations, you will have 2 linear equations, but the variables used in both the equations will be same. That is, we have taken notebooks as x, notebooks as x, and it must be same. And cost of pen we have taken as y, and the same y came here. This type of equations you can call it as pair of linear equations in 2 variables, where the variables are same for both the equations. Is it clear? So I'll write here the linear equations anyway. So on the side we write here the linear equation. 3x plus 2y equal to 80 and 4x plus y equal to 90. This is an example for the pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So what is it? The variables used in both the equations must be same. Clear? That is, say same x is used here for the second. The variables must be same for both equations, same y. Such equations we can call pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Is it clear? So from this you have got how it will be linear equation. How you can, I think it is clear. How can you represent a pair of linear equations in 2 variables? From this we will move to the general form of linear equations in 2 variables. So generally we can represent a linear equation as 2 variables as, you can see here the coefficients will be only different but the variables must be same there. Clear? And also we have studied general form of a linear equation in 2 variables. It was of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So when you are representing pair of linear equations in 2 variables, we have 2 linear equations and the variables used in both equations are same, only the coefficients and constants are different. So how can we write its general form? Its general form is given as a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2, the same variables we must use here. a2x, only the coefficients differ. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Clear? Its general form is this one. That is, pair of linear equations in two variables is represented as this form. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So along with this we have to state the condition. What was the condition? For the first one, what will be the condition? A and b are not both 0. So how can we represent, or how can we write a and b are not both 0? It is, how we have represented, a square plus b square not equal to 0. So here how can we say a1 square plus b1 square not equal to 0. And here it is a2 square plus b2 square not equal to 0. So its general form is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, where a1 square plus b1 square not equal to 0, a2 square plus b2 square not equal to 0. We have also studied there, here a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, all those are real numbers. And this is the algebraic method of representing a pair of linear equations. Clear? When we studied linear equations in two variables last year, we have studied its geometrical form also. Here, this year also, we are having to study its geometrical form. Clear? So, but we know that this is a linear equation in two variables. When you represent it geometrically, how it will be its graph? It is a straight line. Again, this is a linear equation in two variables. Its geometrical form will be a straight line, which means pair of linear equations in two variables will be represented by two straight lines. Clear? That will be its geometrical representation. So geometrically, when we represent pair of linear equations in two variables, we represent it using two lines. We will get two lines from this equations. Clear? And we also studied in 9th standard, when we draw two lines in a plane, which are the three possibilities there? We have already studied. Suppose I draw two lines in a plane. One, see, we know linear equations, two variables, its geometrical form, it's a straight line. Suppose I draw two lines in a plane, there are three possibilities. We have already studied in 9th standard. Which are the three possibilities there? Which are the three possibilities? One is that the lines can intersect. What is the second possibility? The lines does not intersect. That is, they are parallel. And what is the third possibility? One line lie on the other line. That is, they are coincident. Clear? So, when two lines are drawn in a plane, these are the three possibilities. We can see when you draw a line in a plane. So what we can say about pair of linear equations in two variables? When you are asked to represent it algebraically, you have to just represent it of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 from the given condition. And when you are asked to represent it geometrically, you know that we will get two lines there. And we know that when the two lines are drawn in a plane, the lines can be intersecting, the lines can be parallel, or the lines can be coincident. In the same way, when we draw the pair of linear equations in a graph or geometrically when we represent, we will also get any one of this condition. That is, it will be a parallel line, or it will be an intersecting line, or it will be a coincident line. Okay, so we will directly move, or we are studying in this chapter. First part of this chapter, we study its algebraic method of representing and also its geometrical method of representing. Algebraic method of representing means writing the equation of this form, and geometrical meaning of representing means we have to draw its graph and see whether the lines are of intersecting, parallel, or coincident. Clear? So we will go to an example. We have already taken an example, isn't it? What was our example? We have taken the student example. What is it? 3x plus 2y equal to 80. Then 4x plus y equal to 90. This was our example. When we are asked to represent it algebraically, this is how we represent it algebraically. But when we are asked to represent it geometrically, we have already studied in 9th standard how can we represent it geometrically. We have to take each equation and find its solutions. Then we have to plot the points in a xy plane. So this we are studying pair of linear equations in two variables. So when we represent the graph, we are representing when you are asked to represent it geometrically, we are drawing the graph of both the equations in a graph itself, because we want to know whether the lines are intersecting, whether the lines are parallel, or whether the lines are coincident. Clear? That is its geometrical form. So geometrical form of a linear equations means we have to draw its graph and see whether they are intersecting, whether they are parallel, or whether they are coincident. That is how we represent pair of linear equations geometrically. So here this is our algebraic form. From the given conditions, we already found its algebraic form. Now we have to find its geometrical form. Clear? For that, we are taking each equation. That is, I will take first equation 3x plus 2y equal to 80, and I have to find the solution of this linear equation. Here we studied last time how to represent it. So x, y I have taken. So how we will find the solution? I am going to give some values for x. I took x as 0. When I take x as 0, what I get y value? Y is 80 by 2, that is 40. That is the solution. Clear? Next I am going to take, if I take y as 0, I will not get a value. So I will take again x as some 10. So when I take x as 10, what I get? Y. What do you get here? Y. You will get 3 into 10 plus 2y is equal to 80. That is 30 plus 2y is equal to 80. So 2y is equal to 30. 80 minus 30, that is 50. Y is equal to 50 by 2. That is, you are getting 25. Clear? So 25. Clear? Now I am going to take x or y value as I'll take x value, y value as some, if I take it as 0, I will not get it. So I'll take some y value as some 10. When I take y value as 10, what I get here? 3x plus 20 is equal to 80. 3x is equal to 80 minus 20, that is 60. So x is equal to 60 by 3, that is equal to 20. So I get x value as 20. So 3 solutions are there. Yeah. Now I can find the solution for the next linear equation. What is our linear equation? 4x plus y is equal to 90. 4x plus y equal to 90. Clear? So when you are asked to represent it algebraically and geometrically, you also have to find first, this is the algebraic form. For the geometrical form, you will have to find solutions like this way and put inside a box. It carries marks. Box carries the mark. Next, so here also I am going to find x and y. I am going to give x value as 0. When I give x value 0, I get y value as 90. Clear? Now again, I am going to give x value as some 20. So I get, and I get y value as 10. Clear? Now I am going to give x value as some x value as 30. Okay, x value 30 I am going to give. So I get y value is equal to, it is 4 into 30 plus y is equal to 90. So I will get y is equal to 90 minus 4 is 12, 120. So what is 90 minus 120 again? Y is equal to, that is minus 30, isn't it? Y is equal to minus 30. So we will get y is equal to minus 30. Clear? Understood? So here we'll get here the solutions. You must put inside a box. Now, how to represent it geometrically? We are going to draw its graph. We know, we have studied pair of a linear equation, two variables. Its solution will be of the form xy, ordered pair xy, and how we represent it? We represent it in a xy plane. We have already studied it 9th standard. So we'll draw the xy plane. It's our origin, then x dash, here y dash. Clear? Now here the solutions we got are 10, 20, 40 such values. So what I am going to do is that here I am going to take each division as 10. That is according to solution. You will not take it as 1, 2, 3, etc. itself. If their solution value or the solutions are big values, you can take it as 10, 20, such a way. So here I am going to take it as 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have x values as up to where it goes 30, isn't it? 40, 50. That's enough. Now where y value? No. Here towards this side, it's minus 10. Then minus 20, minus 30, that's enough. Now, y values, this is 10, 20, 30, 40, we have up to 90, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. This is y. Here. Then negative side of y we have all up to minus 30. Minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. That's enough. Clear? So we can take the values according to that. But when the scale which we are using for x-axis, use the same scale for y-axis also. Next, so we are going to plot, we are going to draw the graph of the first equation, 3x plus 2y equal to 80. For that, we are going to plot the points. First point is 0, 40. So x coordinate it is 40, 0, and y coordinate it is 40. So where the point will be? It will be on the y axis at 40. This is 0, 40. Clear? Next point it is 10, 25. X coordinate will be moved towards 10 and y coordinate it is 25, so almost middle here. It is 10, 25. Where will be our next point? It is 20, 30. 20 and 10, sorry. X coordinate is 20 and y coordinate it is 10. So it is 20, 10. So we plot the points. What was our next step? We have to join these points using a line like this. So it will be a point, okay. Here I am using the hand and doing. Next, that is the graph of the first equation, that is 3x plus 2y equal to 80. So name the line. Next, we have to draw the graph of 4x plus y equal to 90. So we are going to plot the points. First point, when x is 0, we are getting y as 90. So where it will be here? This is the point 0, 90. All this we studied last time how to plot the points. And next one 20, 30. So no 20, 10. Sorry, 20, 10. This is the point 20, 10. Next one it is 30 minus 30. So 30 minus 30 means here. Almost 30 minus 30. It is 30 minus 30. x coordinate. So we are going to join the points like this way. Name the graph or name the line. It is 4x plus y equal to 90. Clear? So this is the geometrical way of representing pair of linear equations in two variables. Algebraically we have seen the representation. Now this is the geometrical way of representing pair of linear equations in two variables. We have studied when you represent a pair of linear equations in a plane, it will be any one of the three possibilities. Either it will be intersecting, or their lines will be parallel, or they will be coincident. That is one line lying upon the other one. We will see the examples of all these types. This is an example for intersecting lines. So we have examples for parallel lines, we will have examples for coincident. We will see one more example. Now we will see the next question. Question is, the cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. After a month, the cost of 4 kg of apples and 2 kg of grapes is rupees 300. Represent this equation algebraically and geometrically. That is graphically. So here we have to form the linear equations using the given condition. For that, the cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of total cost is given as what? 160. So here what we have to take it as variables x and y. You have to take the variables as cost of 1 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes. That is per kg you have to take it as x and y. So we will take let x and y be the cost of 1 kg of apples and grapes. We have formed two equations, isn't it? And the variables used in both the equations must be same. So we took here both the that is cost of apples is coming in both, cost of grapes is coming in both the condition. So we took it as x and y as the cost of 1 kg of apples and grapes. Now we have to form the equation. For that we will go to the condition. 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes. What will be the total cost if the cost per kg is x? Total cost for apples will be 2 kg. How much will be the total cost? That is 2 into cost per kg. That is 2x. Isn't it? And 1 kg of grapes. What is the cost of 1 kg of grapes? It is y. Its total cost 2x plus y, that is equal to 160. We have already studied in lower classes. Next, after a month, the cost of 4 kg of apples. So what will be the total cost for 4 kg of apples if the cost per kg is x? It will be 4x. Now 2 kg of grapes, it will be 2y. So total cost added, you will get it as it is 300. This is its algebraic form or algebraic representation of the pair of linear equations. That is statement given to you. If you are asked to represent it algebraically, this is how we represent it algebraically. Now we have to represent it geometrically. To represent it geometrically, we have to take each equation and find its solution. So take the first equation, 2x plus y is equal to 160. We will find a solution for that. So when you find the solution, you need not write all the methods of finding the solutions. We need only this box representing the solution. So x, y. Now we will give some values for x. We have studied 9th standard. We will get the corresponding value of y, isn't it? So first I give the value of x as 15. Now what I get y value? You get 160 minus 100, that is 60. Clear? Next I give the x value as some 100. Now what I get y value? I get the y value is equal to 160 minus, it will become 200, that is it is minus 40. Next I will give the x value as some 40. Now 40 means 80. Then 160 minus 80, I will get it as 80. So found three solutions. Here for this equation 4x plus y 2y is equal to 300. Now we have to give values for x and y and get the solutions there. So x, y. So give the values for x and y. First I give the x value as 50. When I give x value as 50, I'll get y value also as 50. Clear? Next I can give some x value as say 100. So I'll get y value. What I get as y value? Y is equal to, you will get as x 400, 300 minus 400 to be minus 50. Clear? Now you can give y value as some, x value as some 30. So 4 into 30 is 120. 120, 300 minus 120, you will get as 180. 180 by 2, you will get as 90. So method is not needed, only the box is needed here for find the solutions. Now we can represent it graphically. We know we will get two lines for both the equations. So draw the x coordinate and y coordinate. Then this is x dash, x, y, y dash. Clear? Our origin, we have x values up to 100. So 10, 20 I am taking, then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Next, along the negative side, we don't have much value, so minus 10, minus 20, that's enough. Now x coordinate, we have the values up to, no, y coordinate, we have the values up to 90. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And towards the negative side, we have minus 50 or minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50. Clear? Now we will plot the points. First one it is 50, 60. So more towards 50 than towards 60, almost here. This is 50, 60. Next we have the point 100 minus 40. So 100 is here and you have to get minus 40. It is 100 minus 40. Next, we have the point 40, 80. So, 40, then 80, almost here. 40, 80. Clear? Join the points using the line. Almost here it is coming. Okay, this is a line for 2x plus y is equal to 160. Next we have to represent the next one. So the point is 50, 50. First one here almost. It is 50, 50. And then 100 minus 50. When it is 100, it is minus 50. Minus 50. Then next point it is 30, 90. When it is 30, it is 90. Then join the points using the line. So you may get like this way. That is, in this case, you will get two parallel lines like this way. That is, the two lines are parallel. That's a geometrical way of representing the lines. Okay, it's clear. So here we got two parallel lines. Previous case we got two intersecting lines. So when you draw it properly. When it's with the hand I have drawn, that's why. So when you draw it, you will get two parallel lines there. So you can see when you represent pair of linear equations geometrically, it will be either intersecting or parallel, or it will be coincident. You will get homeworks for this section and notes of this section, and do your works properly, write your notes properly. Okay. Today's notes, chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. Side heading, pair of linear equations in two variables. Two linear equations in the same two variables are called pair of linear equations in two variables. The most general form of pair of linear equations is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, where a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 and are real numbers such that a1 square plus b1 square not equal to 0, a2 square plus b2 square not equal to 0. That is a1, b1 not both 0, a2, b2 not both 0. Note, a pair of linear equations in two variables can be represented and solved by the graphical method and algebraic method. That is the first note. Second note, given two lines in a plane, only one of the following three possibilities can happen. The two lines will intersect. The two lines will not intersect. That is, they are parallel. Two lines will be coincident. Next we will have a problem. You can copy down the problems. We have discussed the problem in our section. Geometrical representation is given. Find the solutions. Next, draw the two lines using the equation. You can see the lines will be parallel. That's how we represent it geometrically. So all the graph questions you have to do in your graph book. If you don't have a graph book, buy a graph notebook. All the graph questions must be in your graph book, and you will have to submit the note before 10 o'clock night on the day of the class. So I will be calling each one of you. Submit your notes on the same day before 10 o'clock, and you will have the homeworks of today's section. Take page number 44. Question number 1 and 2 of the exercise 3.1. Okay.